Introduction and Purpose. Hello, everyone. Have you ever wanted to create your very own AR filter on TikTok featuring a unique outfit? Imagine wearing the outfit you designed and turning it into a one-of-a-kind filter. With EveryWear, the process is much easier and more fun than you might think. To explain it simply, we all know TikTok, right? It's the go-to platform for creating, sharing, and enjoying short-form videos. In this tutorial, we'll walk through the process of transforming garments created in Clo or Marvelous Designer into a TikTok AR filter using EveryWear, Photoshop, and Effect House. If you're new to EveryWear, we recommend checking out the basic tutorials first to get familiar with the fundamentals. We've included useful reference links in the description. Be sure to take a look. Now, let's get started. Effect House Guidelines. To create a TikTok AR filter, we need to use Effect House, TikTok's official AR development program. First, download and install the program from the link below. This tutorial is based on Effect House version 4.11.2. We've also prepared a manual and important guidelines for creating your own AR filters. Be sure to check the description for details. When creating your filter in Effect House, make sure to follow these technical requirements. We've also provided a template body mesh file for Effect House, which is essential for designing outfits. You can find the download link in the description, so make sure to grab it. By following these guidelines, you'll be able to create a more stable and stunning AR filter. Now, let's move on to the next step. EveryWear. First, we will create and dress the avatar using Clo. Then, we'll use EveryWear for garment optimization, rigging, and bake map creation. Since EveryWear works the same in both Clo and Marvelous Designer, feel free to use the software you're most comfortable with. Downloading the outfit and importing the avatar. The outfit used in this tutorial is provided by Connect. Click the link in the card above to access Connect. Add the garment to your cart, complete the purchase, and download the file. Import the downloaded file into Clo or Marvelous Designer to begin working. Next, you'll also need to import the body rig template FBX file for Effect House. Simply drag and drop the file into your workspace. When importing, make sure to match the settings shown in the provided reference image. Fitting. Currently, both the avatar and the outfit are positioned below the ground. To correct this, we first need to disable the ground collision setting. Right-click in the 3D window, go to Simulation Properties, and uncheck Collision under Ground. If you prefer a cleaner workspace, you can also turn off the ground grid from the left menu in the 3D window. Once these settings are adjusted, proceed with simulating the outfit onto the avatar. Modifying outfit details. To achieve optimal performance, we need to adjust the mesh type, disable seam taping, and modify the top stitch texture. First, to convert the entire mesh of the outfit to quad, select all garments using Ctrl-A, then go to the property editor on the right panel and set mesh type to quad under geometry. Next, disabling unnecessary seam taping can further optimize performance. Select all garments using Ctrl-A, go to the property editor, find selected line, and set seam taping to off. Additionally, if the outfit has top stitch, check its settings. If the stitch type is set to OBJ, it increases the mesh count, which may negatively impact performance. In this case, switching top stitch to texture is recommended, as it helps reduce the mesh count and improves overall efficiency. Now that the outfit is setting, let's move on to the next step. Rigging. Once the outfit is fitted and all settings are finalized, open EveryWear by selecting EveryWear under Connect from the top menu. We will use the Garment tab in EveryWear to optimize the outfit, apply masking, and proceed with rigging. Polygon optimization. First, we will optimize the outfit. The recommended FBX mesh count is 20,000 polygons or fewer. To ensure smooth processing, enter 15,000 in the input field next to garment and proceed with optimization. Once optimization is complete, resimulate the outfit. However, if the mesh expands after simulation, causing the outfit to clip into the avatar or behave unstably, it may be best to skip resimulation. Evaluate the results and decide whether to keep the simulation based on stability. Masking. Next, we will remove unnecessary mesh areas through the masking process. Activate the masking brush by clicking the brush icon next to the Optimize button. Since AR filter outfits are designed in thin mode without thickness, we will only apply masking to the front side of the garment. Now, use the brush tool to select the mesh areas you want to remove. If you need to unmask any part during the process, switch the mode to Subtract to restore the masked areas. The masking brush can be used in both the 2D and 3D view ports, so feel free to work in whichever view is more convenient for you. Rigging. Click Apply in the Rigging tab to proceed with auto rigging. If weight adjustments are needed, use the Weight brush tools, Add, Subtract, Smooth, to refine the rigging. If the garment is penetrating the avatar or requires shape adjustments, utilize the Sculpt brush tools, Grab, Smooth, Fix Intersection, to clean up the surface and refine the shape. Once all modifications are complete, click the Exit button to close the brush window. UV and baking. Once rigging is complete, navigate to the Material tab in the EveryWear window to begin the texture process. Before proceeding with UV packing, you need to set the image size. You can choose from the available options, but keep in mind that Effect House supports a maximum resolution of 1024 by 1024. For this tutorial, we will use the recommended resolution of 512 by 512. After setting the image size and seam size, click the Pack UVs button. Then, adjust the desired settings and press the Apply button to proceed with UV packing. Once the packing process is complete, click the Exit button to return to the Material tab. Next, we will proceed with texture baking. Before starting, make sure that the ground collision setting is disabled. Right-click in the 3D window, Simulation Properties, Disable Ground Collision. Select the maps you want to generate, then click the Apply button. For this tutorial, we will use the default settings. Once the baking process is complete, you will be able to see the generated normal map and ambient occlusion map. Once texture baking is complete, the material list below will automatically generate materials corresponding to the number of UV tiles. If you want to divide the materials for different parts of the garment in Effect House, you can separate and apply them accordingly. For this tutorial, we will proceed with a single material for the entire garment. Upload. Once all the work is completed, click the Upload button to open the Export Options window. Since we are only exporting the garment, make sure to deselect the avatar. Also, as thickness is not needed, select the Thin option. Next, select the entire texture and choose DirectX from the graphic library, then click OK to upload to Connect. Afterward, access Connect and download the uploaded FBX file. When you open the downloaded zip file, you will find the generated FBX file along with the texture map files. Photoshop. In Effect House, the MRAO map is provided as a PBR texture. To convert the texture files received from Connect into an MRAO map, we will use Photoshop. First, open Photoshop, then select and drag and drop the ambient occlusion, metalness, and roughness maps into Photoshop to load them into separate tabs. The channel configuration for the MRAO map required by Effect House is as follows. In this tutorial, we will use the roughness map as the base and add the other maps accordingly. Select the Roughness tab, then press Select All and copy. Move to the Channel panel, select the green channel, and press Ctrl-V to paste. Click the Ambient Occlusion tab, then press Select All and copy. Return to the Roughness tab, select the blue channel and press Ctrl-V to paste. Select the Metalness tab, then press Select All and copy. Return to the Roughness tab, select the red channel and press Ctrl-V to paste. Once the map creation is complete, re-enable the RGB channels to make all channels visible. Then, save the file in PNG format. Effect House. We will convert outfits created in Clo and Marvelous Designer into a lens for use on TikTok using Effect House. First, launch the installed Effect House and Typecloth in the search bar to open the Clothing Try-On template. By default, the template includes a sample avatar drive, which is not needed. Delete this object from the Hierarchy panel. Now, let's add lighting. Click the Add Object button in the Hierarchy panel, then select Scene Object, Environment Light to set up the lighting. Next, we will import the outfit and body FBX files. Click the plus button in the Assets panel, then select Import from Computer to bring in Body Rig Template FBX and the FBX file of the outfit created in EveryWear. Setting up an occluder body. To prevent the body from being visible through the outfit, we will set up an occluder body. Click the Add Object button in the Hierarchy panel and add Body Avatar Drive under AR Tracking. Once the Body Avatar Drive is created, drag the Body Rig Template FBX file from the Assets panel and drop it under Body Avatar Drive in the Hierarchy panel. Select Mesh Avatar 3D under Body Avatar Drive, then go to the Inspector panel and change Material 0 and Material 1 to Occluder Matte. Adding the outfit. Now, let's add the outfit using the same method we used for the occluder body. In the Hierarchy panel, click the Add Object button, then select Body Avatar Drive under AR Tracking. Drag and drop the outfit FBX file under the newly created Body Avatar Drive in the Hierarchy panel. In the Preview window on the right, check if the outfit is applied correctly. Applying the outfit textures. Let's now apply the textures to the outfit. In the Assets panel, click the plus button, then select Import from Computer to import the Diffuse, MRAO, and Opacity maps. In the Assets panel, click on the Material 1001 applied to the outfit FBX. Then, in the Inspector panel, activate Texture On for the albedo and apply the diffuse map. Similarly, check the opacity box and apply the imported opacity map. Activate Texture On for the MRAO map and apply the imported texture. If the texture is metallic, adjust the metallic value to get the desired effect. You can also adjust the roughness value. The default is 0.5, but since the textures created in Clo and Marvelous Designer usually have higher roughness, we'll set it to 0.7. Now, check if the outfit model and textures are properly applied in Effect House, then proceed with any additional settings. Test performance. If the outfit moves correctly, click the Test Performance button at the top. It's important to check that the AR filter works properly on all devices before submitting. When the test performance window appears, click Run Test and wait for a moment. Did the results show passed? If so, click Done and let's proceed with submitting the filter. Preview on device. Before submitting the filter, you can preview it. Click Preview in TikTok at the top right and a QR code will be generated. Open the TikTok app, go to Add Friend under Profile and scan the QR code. This will allow you to preview the AR filter you created. Make sure to check that the AR filter is working correctly. Create icon. To upload a thumbnail image, click the Create Icon button at the top right. When the window opens, select Upload Image, select File to upload your own thumbnail image. Use the slider below the image to adjust its size, and once you're satisfied with the settings, click the Done button. Submit. Once all the work is complete, it's time to submit the AR filter. Click the Submit button at the top right. Set the effect name and other options, then click the Next button. After reviewing the information you entered, click Submit to complete the submission. The submitted AR filter will go through a review process and will be registered. Approval takes about 1 to 3 days. You can check the progress by clicking the avatar icon next to Submit, which will take you to the Analytics, Manage Effects page in Effect House. TikTok. Is the filter's status changed to active? If so, you're all done. Click on the filter in the Effect Name section to view the QR code. You can click Share or Save QR code to experience your filter in various environments. Thank you for participating in the tutorial. Got a fun idea? Try creating it as an AR filter and enjoy it. If you have any more questions or need help, feel free to ask in the Connect community board or through the comments.